If you're watching this video, then you want to learn the German language, either because you want to study at a German university or you want to work here or just for the sake of it. Either way, this is the video for you, because in this video I'm going to give you a full, completely free plan for you to learn the German language, to master it, to be able to speak fluently, to read complex texts, and to write some very good essays. So what I'm going to tell you about is the next. We will start with some free online courses for the German language that you can use and follow the plans that they put for you, because they are very high quality courses and completely for free, and so many people don't know about it. Then I will tell you about some ways to improve your listening skills, to be able to listen and understand some very complex German news or videos or whatever conversations that take place in German. Third, I'm gonna give you some ways to improve your writing skills. And last, we will talk about speaking. So let's kickstart this video. One website that will help you immensely to improve your German language and completely for free is Deutsche Welle. It's a German institute that provides online courses for every level of the German language: A1, A2, B1, B2, C1. For each level, there are big online courses, complete courses on this website, and they made it in a story-like way to learn the language. They made like a movie and they take it in parts, and this is very good because it's an online course that's put in a way that you can learn the language gradually from professionals. So I would recommend this one to start with. A second thing, it's like an online course, not completely like this one. It's way easier for you to get into, and I personally started with it, and it's a YouTube channel called Learn German. It's like German English videos, and in those videos they also have playlists for A1, A2, B1, B2. And I'll tell you a little story. I started learning German in a German language school 6 years ago. I didn't know about all this. I didn't have someone to guide me through the way. So I just did what everyone did. I booked a course in a German language school, and that was very bad because I lived in a city more than 1,000 kilometers away from this city that has this German language school, because in my city there was none. I had to travel to book an apartment for 2 months just to attend the A1 level to be able to apply for the visa. The thing is, I was late like 3 or 4 days to the course. It has already started as I went there. So I wanted to compensate for the days that I lost. I watched some videos like within 3-4 hours on this channel, Learn German, from the playlist A1. As I arrived, I was like 2 weeks ahead from everyone else in the language school. I watched the videos, of course, and I studied them. I learned them and memorized the words and some stuff that I didn't know, and then I was ahead of everyone else in the class. That should tell you something. YouTube is a very amazing source for learn German, and this is the channel I can recommend. And by the way, you don't have to worry about anything. You don't have to write anything down. I will put all the links that I mentioned in one PDF document and put it in the description of this video. Now I give you courses. Let's move to something else. Now let's move to listening. How will you improve your listening of the German language? After you started with the videos I told you about, Learn German, you will start to have a feeling of the German language. So what's to do next? You can start listening to podcasts in German, and there is a very good podcast that I can recommend. It's called Coffee Break German. It's available on Apple Podcasts or on Spotify or any other famous podcast source. And these short episodes on the podcast, they give you like a small conversation in German, and then they will break it down and discuss it in English. And they are very funny. Like, they tell you a lot about the German culture and are very enjoyable to listen to. I would recommend to listen to as many as possible of those episodes. Then the next step would be to listen to stuff that are a bit more complex, to get a better feeling of the language and to like diversify the content that you consume in German. I would recommend that you listen to podcasts or watch YouTube videos in German. Something that I did early on, like in A2 level or B1 level, I started to look for stuff that I enjoy watching on YouTube in my language, in my mother tongue. So I would listen to some YouTube channels about tech, like technology videos, laptops, iPads, and so on. I would listen to sports, to philosophy, to politics, to many different stuff, to sports, to gaming as well. So I found alternatives in German. You can just search for the terms in German, like review of the new iPhone in German, or you can search for some game that you like to play on PlayStation or on your PC, or any other thing that you are interested in, and start listening to it. And that is a very good thing to do because you are interested in the topic and you already have so many references in this topic, and that will help you understand more and be more engaged with the content you are consuming. Also, I listen to podcasts from also Deutsche Welle that I mentioned before. It is a huge institute here in Germany. They also have podcasts in philosophy, in history, in sports, in so many different topics. I would listen to them, and that helped me a lot. And there is a very good app called Linguistica. They give you news in a very simple language, and they will give you the script to every episode. And that is very helpful because you can get the script, you can translate the words out. Also within the app, you can do a lot of stuff that will help you learn. So to improve your listening skills, start with small podcasts, with learning podcasts like Coffee Break German, and then you go to more complex things. You watch YouTube videos on the topics that you are interested in, and then you will listen to podcasts that are real German podcasts, like not only for learners, but for native speakers. That will help you improve your listening skills, and you won't have a big problem when you come here to Germany or when you get into the work environment in Germany, because you already have had listened to a lot of German content and your brain is now accustomed to it. So now let's get to the next part, and that would be writing. How to improve your writing in German. This is the part that I find a little bit harder than the others because it needs discipline. When you are in a normal course at a school, the teacher will tell you to write this essay or to write a letter or to write an email depending on the German language level that you are in, and you will have to write it and the teacher will correct it for you. But when you are alone, you have to push yourself, and that applies to every other aspect of the German language that we talked about, but especially in writing, you will have to push yourself to write some essays, letters, emails, depending on the topic that you are at, and then get them corrected. And nowadays, thanks to AI, that's very easy. You can write text and then send them to ChatGPT, to DeepSeek, to Gemini, whatever AI app you are using, and they will correct them for you. That is, in my opinion, the best way to improve your writing skills nowadays, because AI can replace any teacher that you needed like 5 or 6 years ago or more, and you had to pay money for him in order to get a text corrected. So that is a very easy, straightforward way to improve your writing skills. It's on you to find topics to write about, to try to write complex stuff. And I would give you a small tip, and that is to put a timer. Not write freely like 5 hours to write 5 lines or a small email. No, always put a timer, like 20 minutes to write an email, 1 hour to write a big essay if you are in B2 or C1 level, and get them corrected by AI. Let's move to the last part, and that is speaking. How to improve your speaking. Now, I will have to admit that this is actually the hardest one. It's even harder than writing. The hard thing about writing is to get yourself to write. But speaking, if you are not in Germany and you are not at a German language course, it's not that easy to find someone to talk with in German. But also now we have AI, ChatGPT, Gemini, so on. You can just talk to them in German. Like I am surprised that so many people are learning the language and do not use this. It's a free resource. Sometimes you have to pay for it in order to get the full benefits of it, but it's way cheaper than a German course, and you get someone who can talk to you the whole time. And I would recommend that, like in ChatGPT, you tell him or tell it that you are learning German language and you want to improve your speaking skills, and you want the AI to talk to you in a like beginner level, and then to get it to go step by step to harder levels. That's one way. Another way is to try to find people from Germany to talk with, like gamers. I know many friends of mine who are gamers who play online, and they find people from all around the world. You can find some people from Germany or who can talk German and play with them on the apps. Or there are some websites online to find people that want to learn your language, and you can talk with each other. You will tell him about your language, he'll tell you about his language, and you can talk to each other and improve your speaking skills. But personally, I find speaking can improve to its maximum when you are here in Germany and interacting with Germans every day or with other people in German every day. That will actually improve your German speaking skills. But you can go a long way with AI and online, finding people online to talk with in German. And now we come to reading skills. How can you improve them? You will have improved them in part attending the online courses we talked about on YouTube or on the website of Deutsche Welle. But to improve them even further and make the whole process more enjoyable, I would recommend that you read kids' stories, for example. I started with them as I was in A1, A2. You can find online a lot of free kids' stories. Just search for them, German kids' stories, or in German Kindergeschichte, and you will find some free, really good ones. You can start with them. As you progress, you can start to read like novellas or small novels, like the novels of the German writer Erich Kästner. I would write his name here. You can find some books online of his or in the libraries. And then as you progress even further, you can start reading whole books or novels. And I would recommend as well that you read some articles online on the website wissen.de. It's a German website, or Planet Wissen. Those websites can also help you get some high quality, high level German language texts. And one more thing to improve your speaking, and that will help you improve all other aspects of the language as well, is the app Duolingo. You have probably heard of it. It's a very good app, and it's especially good when you have some spare time, some wasted time. You're waiting or commuting, or like you're going to the doctor and waiting in the waiting room for 30-40 minutes. You're in the bus, you're traveling. You can just pull up your phone and then do some Duolingo sessions that are mostly enjoyable, and they are easy to do. And I find a very good way to like improve all your skills, because there are sentences that you have to pronounce and it will check your pronunciation. There are some grammatic questions, there are some stuff that you need to write, and so on. So it's a very good all-in-one package, but it's not the thing that you can use for the whole language level, but it's a very good companion for you. So now I'm going to give you some general tips on your way that will help you stick to the plan I gave you and learn the German language better. The 3 tips I'm going to give you are enjoy, discipline, and routine. The first one, you have to enjoy it, especially if you are learning alone, if you are not obligated to go to a school, to a course that you paid to. You need a lot. You need to make it enjoyable in order to stick with it. Not only that, but also when you enjoy it, you will want to learn more the whole time. You will want to engage more with the language if it's enjoyable for you. The other thing is discipline. You have to push yourself sometimes. It's not always fun, especially if you have a plan. You want to come in 6 months to Germany to work or to study. You have to stick with it. You have to push yourself, and building a routine will help you with that. Build a routine. On this day or each day on this hour, I will do 1 hour of an online course. I will listen to 30 minutes of podcast. I will talk for 10 minutes with ChatGPT. Just draw a specific plan and make it routine for you each day or 3-4 days a week, depending on your schedule, and stick with it. So there you have it. I gave you a full plan that you can use for free. Like you can see, you don't have to pay anything for all the things that I mentioned in the video, and you will find the links to all the stuff I mentioned down in the description below. You can support my channel, buy me a coffee, or go to my Amazon store and buy something that you might need that will help you, and you can support my channel doing that. I wish you all the best. If you have any question, you can write me down below, or you can contact me on social media. I will meet you in the next episode, and as we say in German, bis bald.